Greetings, fifth grade mathematicians, and welcome back to another great day of teaching and learning in fifth grade math. Today's standard is OA1, which is evaluating expressions with grouping symbols. Now, when we worked on this topic back at the beginning of the year, I taught you a strategy using the letters PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S, and that stands for Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally. So the P in PEMDAS stands for parentheses, brackets, and braces, and those are those little squiggly lines that you may see. The E stands for exponents, and that is where we have a base number, such as 3, and then we have the raised number up to the right, which will be our exponent. And that exponent simply tells us how many times to multiply the base number by itself. So 3 to the second power is 3 times 3. Not 3 plus 2, not 3 plus 3, not 3 times 2. That would be 3 times 3. The M in Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally stands for multiply, and the D stands for divide. And we would multiply or divide from left to right, whichever comes first. And then the A stands for add, and the S stands for subtract. Finally, we would add or subtract from left to right, whichever comes first. So look at my example that I have up on the board, and I want you to pause the video at this time and write down this expression and the symbols and grouping symbols in order from left to right. Now that you have the problem written down, walk through the problem with me, complete it on your paper as I model it for you on the whiteboard. The first step is P, and that's parentheses, brackets, and braces. So I'm going to go to the innermost parentheses right here at 4 times 3. And 4 times 3 equals 12. So now I'm going to bring down the rest of the problem. The parentheses are gone, but the bracket is still there. The plus sign is still there, and the 2 is still there. Then going to the left, the subtraction symbol is still there. The number 15 is still there. The left bracket, is still there. The subtraction sign is there. The 3, the division sign, and the 87. And now I'm not done with step 1 because I still have brackets left in my problem. So I have to now go to 15 subtract 12. And 15 subtract 12 is 3. So now my brackets are gone. So I'm going to bring down the plus sign and the 2 to the far right. I'm going to bring down the subtraction sign and then the 3 and then the division sign and then the 87. Now I'm ready to move on to step 2, and that's exponents. So I look at my expression to see, do I have any numbers in my expression that have an exponent raised to the top right? And I'm looking from left to right, and I see nothing with exponents. So now I can go on to step 3, which is to multiply or divide from left to right, whichever comes first. And the first thing that I get to is from left to right is 87 divided by 3. So I'm going to come off over here to the side and set up the problem with 87 underneath the division symbol. And 3 is my divisor, so it goes outside of the division symbol. And I'm going to put a line right here so that this work does not interrupt what's happening with my problem on the left. When you show your work, you want to show your work in such a way that it's neat so that you don't lose track of what you're doing. So now, how many 3s are there in 87? And when I multiply in my head, I know that 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 times 2 is 6, but 3 times 3 is 9. So I want to go with 3 times 2. So the 2 goes up top over the 8 in my quotient, and then 2 times 3 is 6. And I'm going to subtract 6 from 8, and that's 2. And then I bring down my 7. Okay. So now I have to ask myself, how many 3's are there in 27? So I left off with my multiplication facts at 3 times 3, which equals 9. So that means I need to continue on. So 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 8 is 24. And 3 times 9 is 27. 27 is the exact number I'm looking for. So my fact is 3 times 9. So the 9 goes up top in my quotient, and I'm going to subtract the 27, and I zero out. So 87 divided by 3 equals 29. So there's my 29. And now I'm going to bring down the rest of the problem. The subtraction sign is there. The 3 is still left, the plus sign, and the 2. Before I move on to the final step, which is adding and subtracting, I want to check my problem to make sure that there is no more multiplication or division left, and there isn't any. All I have left is addition and subtraction. Now, before you move too fast and think that we should add first because the A is there next before the S, that's not correct. We add or subtract from left to right, whichever comes first. And this subtraction right here is first. So 29 subtract 3 is 26. So then I bring down the plus sign and the 2. 26 plus 2 is 28. Thank you for tuning in to today's video, which is a refresher on OA1, evaluating expressions using grouping symbols, and the strategy is, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Please continue on in this Nearpod where you will encounter more problems to practice this standard. Try your very best, mathematicians, and the most important thing is to show your work. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your day.